That's one of those plays that you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6-4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
With the business, West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom, and handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the bad fades. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spring. And now you got only your dream head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6-4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
With the business, West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You no nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl.
EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this New Year's Day matchup. It's the Niners and the Packers on Sunday night primetime.
HD likes the Packers.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The defense was ready for the run-pass option. Diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And this is caught. Jennings. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a quarterback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Now on 2nd and 16. Purdy. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The kick by Gold is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense. Here's Rodgers throwing to start the drive. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 29, Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 71 yards. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what'd you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Purdy now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That 2nd down play, that's a -4. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing here, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 39. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now with Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now let's see the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are once again back in front. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Nick Bosa, credit him with the sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. $10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Excellent effort by Kingsley Enagbari. He found a way through and had a stop for a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Purdy. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help set points on the board when this drive is over.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. McCaffrey following the penalty. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25 on second down, Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. 11 yards for number 11.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop it, looked like an interception in the end zone. They blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Touchdown, 49ers! Christian McCaffrey from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now Gold for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's complete to Cobb. Rogers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rogers now on first down. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this one is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Rodgers. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and a couple. Rodgers lead it out left to Dobbs. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with a 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have got it back to within a score in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Crosby connects on the extra point and leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. Analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st down, it's Purdy. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
From the 44, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. On 1st down, Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the 2nd half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter of what's been a tight contest so far. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5, and he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Rodgers now to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Packers. Lazard, 34 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Crosby with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive started 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Purdy. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That was all Preston Smith navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Purdy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. He's got it to the 43 here.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. That one goes for 24 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Purdy. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now,
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the read. incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the press.
Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. Third quarter, we'll see what else he has in store for us. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got a man, complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down in the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Purdy on 4th down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Less of a burst right there.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 46 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Great play there. East of the red zone, second touchdown game. And the 49ers are able to bring in their 4th quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Back to throw. Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
This one swung out here to Jones. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way, now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. Powering forward. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. The kick by Gold is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now Rodgers in the pack. Down by 9. 44 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talk so much about the turnover.
All right, guys, that's going to do it. We finally beat the Green Bay Packers 33-24. This is Raleigh Gaming. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please be sure to hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and as always, this is Raleigh Gaming. Thanks for watching.
Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them this one is now planted.